Hey, I found a new method to grind safari eggs in Grove Garden, and oh boy, this method is broken. Now I know the title is elephant, but if you talk with this safari shop, check out the safari egg, you can get the elephant from safari egg. So if you get infinite safari eggs, you can grind infinite elephants. And in this video, I'm going to show you just that, how you can grind infinite elephants. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. You can grind the safari eggs in two ways. First one, you can buy the safari eggs from the safari shop, which now we have more luck in the game, and safari eggs will be stocked more. And shop resets in every 15 minutes, so you can check this shop in every 15 minutes. But this is not the method for infinite safari eggs. The other way you can get safari eggs is from these rewards. The safari harvest rewards. If we go to the individual rewards here, there are some safari eggs here. 4.23%, 1 safari egg, and 3 safari egg with 0.85% chance. Now I thought you should grind this event the intended way. Like this NPC looks for specific type of plants every 30 minutes. It looks for flower type plants now. So normally I will go to my garden, which I can't see anything here. Let me go to the other side, and yeah, they are still very dark. But I will collect these flowers and go back to the event center and submit every flower I collect. Now this is a good way to grind this event. But it's not the best way. There is actually a far more better way to grind this event. I mean, maybe you don't have a lot of flowers, right? Maybe you can't do certain types. Now, instead of trying to grind all types, you can just look for specific types. For example, if I switch my garden, I only planted coconuts in this garden. And there are like over 80 coconuts here. And when NPC requires fruit, leafy, tropical or woody type, I can just grind all these coconuts. And then go back to the event center and submit a lot of time. Like as you know, this event doesn't have cooldown. So you can submit your plans a lot of times. But even with that, it's not infinite, right? Let me show you the insane method. As you see in this picture, someone submitted over 8,000 plans and they get all these rewards. They get like 10 safari eggs out of this submission. But how is that possible? Aren't our inventories like kept at 200 plants? And that's the best method. For example, if you just planted coconuts in your garden, which is the best way I think, you can go ahead and use the harvest all. Then this will harvest all the coconuts in your garden. And then you can go ahead and submit all your coconuts to this NPC. And in the image I'm showing you, there is no way you are getting 8,000 plants without doing harvest all. But if you are free to play, you don't need to do that. Again, you can just plant coconuts in one of your gardens and go for 4 specific types. Now I will go more into detail on this. If you check out the Grove Garden wiki, go to the Safari Harvest update page and scroll a little bit down here. We see the plant traits that NPC requires. Now you wanna skip some types. You don't wanna go for all the types. Maybe you wanna go for all the types, but make sure you plant at least 80 coconuts in one of your garden. You must do this to get a ton of eggs. I would personally just skip the berry type if I were you, but if you wanna grind the berry type, I would use the blueberries, grapes and elder strawberries. If you have any other crops, you can use them as well. Other than strawberries. Strawberries just give 1 point, which this reward requires 500 points. So you need to harvest 500 strawberries to just get 1 reward. That's not really good. My favorite berries, however, if you go to the guide, go to the plants here, type berry to search all the berry type plants. My favorite berry is the celeste berry. They grow pretty fast and they are good for berry, prickly, leafy and fruit types. And they have like 3 celeste berries per bush. And they are easy to collect as well. Like this plant is insane too. So if you planted a ton of coconuts in one of your garden, again, this is the most crucial part. Because let's say this NPC requires one of these 4 types. If this NPC requires the leafy type, or the tropical type, or the woody type, or the fruit type, you can just use coconuts. And you can get a lot of rewards with just coconuts. Like one coconut tree has 20 coconut fruits. And it is a mythical rarity. You get 1 point per common plant, 2 points for uncommon plants, 3 points for rare plants, 4 points for legendary plants and so on. For coconut you get 5 points. So 5 times 20, you get 100 points per coconut tree. If you planted like 83 like me, you get 8,000 points if you can collect all during a fruit type event or during tropical or woody type. Like if you can collect 8,000 plants during the fruit type requirement, you will get around same rewards as these. And like you wanna get these rewards, right? So again, just plant the coconuts. But let's move on to the next type. Then after the berry, we got the flower. I mean, again, if you planted coconuts, you can use any flower here. They are not really good though. I think there is only two good flowers here. Which one is candy corn flower? You could get this plant from the Halloween event. If you go to the guide, search flower here. Here is the candy corn flower. It grows pretty fast too, and it has a lot of fruits per tree, or a lot of flowers per tree. This is pretty good if you played the last Halloween update. Then my favorite one is the lilacs. But this one is pretty hard to get. It grows super fast. You could only obtain lilacs from the bee event. I mean, you can still get some, but you need to look for a traveling merchant. You need to look for a honey traveling merchant, or a bee traveling merchant, whatever it's called. And they sell a flower seed pack, and from that flower seed pack you can get a lilac. But if you don't have lilacs, just use candy corn flowers. Or if you don't even have candy corn flowers, just wait for something that requires coconut. Like wait for a fruit type. You don't have to grind every plant type here. But let me show you other types as well. Maybe some of you wanna grind all the plant types. Then after flower, we got fruit, of course use coconuts. Then we got leafy. I think we can use coconuts for this, but maybe they removed it, I don't know. If you can use coconuts for the leafy type, please comment down below. If you can't use coconuts, just use tomatoes for the leafy type. I mean, tomatoes are okay. They aren't as good as coconuts. Cause if we go to the seed shop, check out the tomato. Coconut is a mythical seed. It gives 5 points. But tomato is a rare seed and it gives only 3 points. So you need to collect more tomato to get the same rewards. But they are easier to get than coconut. Like to collect coconuts, maybe you wanna plant some bamboos and climb the bamboos. Then jump on top of the coconuts. Then you can collect all. But collecting tomatoes are way easier. Then let's move on to the tropical type. Just use coconuts for tropical type. Then we have the vegetable. I think you can use tomato for vegetable. It is not listed here, but I submitted tomato when there was a vegetable requirement. Like I'm pretty sure I submitted tomato like 1 day or 2 days ago and got some rewards. So I think you can use tomato for vegetable still. But if you don't want to use tomato, you can use beanstalks or peppers maybe. But just use tomatoes, they are better than any other plant here. Then we have the woody type. Again, use coconuts for the woody type. Then we have prickly. I mean, you can skip prickly. Like you don't need to grind this. Even if you grind, you won't get a lot of rewards unless if you are an experienced player. Like I have like 100 celeste berry seeds and I can grind prickly fruits because of this. If you really wanna grind it, try to buy some cactus and dragon fruits. And there is a pretty good plant here as well. That is still obtainable. It is prickly pear. You can only get this plant from the summer traveling merchant though. So it is really hard to get this plant. And yeah, if you play during the fair event, you can use grove thorns as well. But I don't know, prickly type is really hard. Maybe you just wanna skip the prickly plant. Then we have the Stalky. For Stalky type, if you have many beanstalks, just use them. Just use beanstalk for this type. If you don't have beanstalks, I don't know, maybe just skip this type. I don't think anything here is that good. Maybe if you have a lot of corns, you can use them as well. Oh, I forgotten, we can use candy corn flower for this type too. So if you played during the Halloween event and got some candy corn flowers, you can use this plant for two hard types. You can use it for both flower and stalky types, which are like the hardest types, other than prickly type of course. Prickly type is hardest. By the way, I really like these new weathers. Like they look so cool. Again, if you don't have a lot of certain type plants, like if you don't have a lot of berry plants, you don't have to grind this event. Just plant some coconuts and wait for woody, tropical and fruit types. Then you can grind a ton of points during those events. Like I'm pretty sure in 30 minutes you can submit 8,000 plants. I think I submitted 8,000 coconuts during one fruit type requirement. So this is also possible free to play. But yeah, you just gotta grind for 30 minutes. And by the way, we got in a small update yesterday as well. Like if we go to the Safari shop, scroll all the way down, we got a pet shard jumbo here. And some new rewards here as well. We can get some more X if we reach 8 million milestone, which this reward increases event shop luck. Medium increase the Safari shop stock chance. If we can reach this milestone, there will be more Safari X stocked on the Safari shop. But it's already really good. Like we get so many stocks on the Safari shop. I haven't seen any baobab though. I hope I can buy at least one of this. and also the pet chart jumbo. I think this just makes your pets bigger. At least that's what's written on the wiki. But yeah, let me summarize it one more time. You don't need to grind every type here. You can just wait for woody, tropical or fruit type. And you wanna at least choose one of your gardens here. We also got a save slot for with the Safari update, and you can plant your coconuts here, which I did by the way. I planted all my coconuts here. And when the NPC switches to type you are looking for, you can grind this event for 30 minutes and get insane rewards. But yeah, I think that was everything about how you can grind Safari X. Comment down below if I missed anything. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing and liking the video. Thanks for watching and see ya.